confrontation. And just had a fight with my woman over something trivial told. We really have confrontation. And if the shit I said really was bold, real talk, I think she get it from my mama. Her bitterness passed down from bone. Tit for tat when I'm calling out a drama. She too defensive to listen, I'll call so. Look at me, I got problems. You got the type device that I need. I couldn't get through on the mention series. Data was hard enough the time that I need. Between working or being so clingy. What's the time zone difference? Don't make it no easy. So I figured I'd call it early. Turn my life down, mercy. I got through. You tuned in. Voices is the show. Voices is the show. So just lay back in my hands. Something new. Everybody tuning in. The song's on. Cause he is the voice of reason, yeah.
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane. Got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games. Man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss a woman's ass. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
Yo, I'm in the building now. Huh? The voice of reason is back. I know. I get hit up a lot. What happened to the mansions episode? No mansions this week. No mansions this week. I'm sorry. But we don't get a mansions every week. I'm sorry. Well, we're going to start. But, hey. Just, can I get some love for showing back up? I'm back. Can I get some love for showing back up? I came up with a topic today. I got a powerful topic today. My homegirl Peaches is in the house. You know, dig? Who else is coming? Yeah, yo, don't worry about your mic. Your mic ain't supposed to be on all the time, Peaches.
Hi, y'all.
Damn.
Thank y'all.
Peaches be tripping. My mic ain't up. You ain't supposed to be talking right now. Let me turn this shit back off. All right, I'm back. Cause some shit. Sometimes you got to let people know, like, you on some fuck shit. Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, is live on Dash Talk X. Before we get into today's topic, which is a heater, I urge you to let everybody know. I urge you, tell everybody Zoe Williams is on one today. Share it, like it. What do you mean share it and like it? I'm talking about my YouTube people, YouTube family. Woo! I've been heartbroken all week. I'm going to get it together, though. Look. Before I even get into that, this topic is going to be crazy. Dash Talk X, the premier talk channel in the world. Station on Dash Radio. Can I tell you right now? Get ready. This August. Get ready. Voice of Reason Radio? Voice of Reason Radio? Coming to Dash Radio? You mean give Zoe Williams his own channel? Programmed by Zoe Williams? Listen, if you dead ass serious, you're smart, you're intelligent, you have a unique POV. What do I mean by unique POV? A unique perspective, a unique point of view. I don't want to be able to turn on your show and hear what I hear everywhere else. I want to hear something fresh. I want to hear something fly. You know, dig? I want to hear something innovative, something creative, something that raises our collective consciousness. Voice of Reason Radio, VOR Radio on Dash Radio. Oh my God. It's about to go down in the town. It's about to go down in the town. I'm still going to run Dash Talk X. I'm still going to program incredible shows on Dash Talk X. But if anybody knows me, I compete with myself. You want to dig? I compete with myself. So you know I'm battling. I'm battling every channel on Dash. My channel got to be the best. And well, it is the best already. But it's got to stay the best. You under dig? I'm urging you. Email me right now, VOR106@gmail.com, if you want an opportunity of a lifetime. Everybody that's in the chat room right now, I want you to hit the like button. I want you to hit the share button. Again, my Dash Talk X live listeners who are hearing us on the Dash Radio app, who are hearing us maybe on their laptop. You under dig? We're also broadcasting live on my YouTube channel that just crossed 49,000 subscribers. We are less than 800 subscribers away from 50,000. Can somebody get me to 50,000 subscribers right now? Can somebody get us to 50,000 subscribers on YouTube right now? Shit's fire. Whew. I'm excited about today's topic. We got to have this conversation. Before I get to the conversation, I got a couple things to promote. Total Package Energy. I've had 2 of them already. Total Package Energy, the most incredible energy drink in the world. I've tried them all. 5 Hour Energy. What else? Pitbull. What's the one that gives you wings?
Red Bull.
What is it?
Red Bull.
All right, let me turn you back off. Red Bull. I've tried it all. Nothing compares to Total Package Energy. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Go get your Total Package Energy right now. Let's move 400 cases. And listen, I'm going to tell you right now. Beal sauce, greatest hot sauce in the world. Don't believe me? Try it. I put it on everything now. Everything. BealSauce.com and TotalPackageEnergy.com are endorsed by your boy, Zoe Williams. You under dick? Now, somebody just said in the chat room, they got their copy of The Holographic Relationship and they loved it.
Great.
They can't hear you because your mic off. See, I have to control you. No, I don't. Don't get me. People be done took that the wrong way. Yeah. Especially nowadays, right?
Next thing I'll be your slave.
You know it? Oh, they can't hear you though. There you go. Anyway.
Y'all can hear me.
They can't hear you. Somebody said, do you put it on cereals? No. You in the dick? I need everybody to hit the super chat button. I need everybody to hit the like button, hit the share button. For anybody that's hit the super chat button already, I say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Continue to support this channel and support what it is that I do. More importantly, you got to support all of the platforms that my 2 books are on. For my iPhone lovers, you can get The Relationship Dismount and The Holographic Relationship on iBooks. You can get The Relationship Dismount and The Holographic Relationship on Kindle. If you want a paperback copy of The Holographic Relationship, you have to go to my website. I am Zoe Williams. Thank you, A. Britt Atwater. He hit the super chat button. He said, who else is coming with me? Lex came with you. Thank you, sister. Michael Watkins came with you. Let's see. Roll call. Britt did it twice. Enriching Build Monger. Come on, man. Nino Brown. I'm shouting out. Who want to get in on the shout out? Xylon Farrell. Oh, man, they're doing it multiple times. What is this? Camouflage Jones. Oh, A. Britt Water did it 3 times, 4 times. I see y'all. Michael Watkins. Let's go. I see it. Kevin Bryant. I see you guys. You guys are real with it today. I see it. Let's all mash out. You in the dig? Cordell Davis. Dude Dirty 67. People are just hitting that super chat button like crazy. Nino Brown jumped back in. Don't hold out on this content. It's dope. Thank you so much. When I tell you today's topic, listen, I'm here to challenge. A lot of people have a misnomer. Thank you. Somebody just purchased The Holographic Relationship from my website. Please, let's mash out on that. Let's move 400 copies of The Holographic Relationship. We could do that right now. Don't be afraid. Michael Bila just hit us with $1 on the super chat. I appreciate all of it, man. Who is this? Miles Nevison? I love it, man. Let's keep it cracking. Let's push through. Now, let's hit it. Let me tell you something about today's topic. This is a multifaceted topic. I'm clear on this. New Don Willis, David Calvert, Melanin Judge. I'm clear on this. I confuse people. I'm misunderstood. People do not really understand the purpose of this platform. So they judge it. Some people judge it positively. Some people judge it negatively. And people on both sides of the fence, whether it's men or women, are looking at this particular broadcast through the lens of their gender. So a lot of men will listen to this show and be on some more, this nigga simping. I don't have to. Let's just make that clear. Okay? Because of racism, because of classism, I've never had to simp. I never had to mac. Right? No disrespect to the Macs, people who know how to talk that talk to get that situation. No disrespect to that. But I've never had to do that. For the majority of my life, I've been approached by women. You understand? So simping has never been a part of my game. Right? I never had to. Even Mo D pointed it out years ago. You don't need games, though. So for the men that get it misconstrued, because I have a certain level of respect, and this show is designed to create a space where women can talk openly.
When their mic is off.
So Zoe is, I'm setting up the show. I know, you can't help it. Jesus. Even when I'm serious, you can't help it. I know, it's fine. I will let you out of your cage. And see, I have to say stuff like that. And then women go, he hates us. Farron Williams just hit us. What up? Hit that like button. So a lot of women will tune in and be like, oh, he on women head. He don't like women. And I have to make a distinguishing point. Because I hold your feet to the fire, because I hold you accountable, that doesn't mean I don't appreciate or value women. I have a daughter. She has a mother. I have a mother. Do you understand what I'm saying? I got two sisters. I have to value women at some point. Now, have I always valued women? Nope. Have I always considered women? Nope. But me being transparent and honest about that makes me a man, because men are socialized to be accountable. Men are socialized to be culpable. Do you understand? I hope y'all hearing where I'm going with this. So the men be on some old, he's simping. Nah. I've just learned to value women. I understand that men have a double standard when it comes to women. What double standard, Zoe? Here's a double standard. Most men that I know don't treat their daughters the same way they treat the daughter's mom or other women they've dated. You understand? Most men protect their daughters, support their daughters. But have they always protected and supported women at large? Nope. You understand? So most men walk with a kind of double standard for women. If a woman is treating herself like shit, most men will follow suit. Like, oh, she don't give a fuck about herself. She ain't got no self-respect. Fuck her. While I tried to fuck her. You understand? Right? So what happens? Women have negative experiences with men. And then what do when we have a negative experience? For most people, we start to see the world through the negative experiences that we've had. So then we come up with universal blanket statements like all men are dogs. Well, if all men are dogs, all women bitches. Men do it too. The one girl you was in love with in high school and she dissed you, my nigga. And from that point on, from your worldview, bitches ain't shit. Because the one I wanted dissed the shit out of me when I was at my most vulnerable. Men have done this shit. So now we're in this fucking war between men and women. And the shit is like, it's going crazy. I'm going to turn y'all mics on in a minute. So now feminism gets involved. Anything that's named, that's like a battery that only has one side, a negative charge or a positive charge. You know, it's not going to work when it's just one-sided. You know, dig? And see, here goes some goofies in this motherfucker right now. Zoe caping for females. I bet you cape for your daughter if you had one, you little bitch. I bet you cape for your mama, nigga. And if you don't cape for your mama probably wasn't shit. And that's some shit you need to work out before you try to stick your dick in a woman. See, it's like some pussy ass niggas running around here too that are just as bitch defied as the bitches, quote unquote, they claim are the bane of their existence.
Wow.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So I got to do this show today. Right? It's a lot of goofies running around. A lot of them. Let's just get active then. Let's just get real active. Today's topic, if you're just tuning in, who's in control of female sovereignty? Oh, shit. Here we go. Who's in control of female sovereignty? A more in-depth look at females going their own way. Now, there's a movement called WgTow. Men going their own way. And like with feminism, it's rooted in some sound principles.
Okay.
Some sound reasoning. Now, oh shit, Zoe's an advocate of WgTow. No. I can differentiate between illogical bullshit and shit that's rooted in a truth. Here's a truth. The home is not the man's castle no more. There's a truth for your ass. You might have a man cave. You might have a garage, my nigga. But the home belongs to the woman now.
If he's not acting like a king, then he can't be in the castle.
Are you just had to chime?
Yes.
You want me to turn your mic off?
Go ahead.
Because in this motherfucker, I run shit, goddammit.
Oh, you do?
Now you move down so they can see you in the camera too.
Okay.
Yeah, you got your queen wrap on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the side talking.
Okay, all right.
God damn it.
I want my friends to keep.
So I do this show because 25 politicians, male, white politicians. Before I even get to that, back to the WgTow point. Some of that shit is rooted in real shit. You got a lot of goofy ass niggas out there who jump rope, tap dance, and soft shoe for pussy. fucking weaklings, and women are keen enough to take advantage of your puppet built ass.
Oh my God.
Okay? So you've been used and abused like a motherfucking butter knife, a utensil in the motherfucking kitchen drawer, nigga. And now you salty at women in general. Cause you can't employ your way to the top of her picking, choosing. You understand what I'm saying? She'll pick you for financial stability, but not spiritual stability, not dick stability. Nigga, you just the nigga version of an Amex card. Oh yeah. That's a real situation in the streets.
Can I have Mike? That was real.
You know it?
Yeah.
Okay? Nobody's mic on until I set this up. God damn it. So then there's the spiritual side of WgTow, which is reminiscent a lot of you can extrapolate Buddhism, and you notice how a Buddhist monk will retain his chi by resisting sex or resisting to ejaculate. There's a book out there I want y'all to get. All right. Just because I haven't made the point yet doesn't mean I missed it. And if you would like to motherfucking contribute to the conversation, the number to dial is 323-230-4610. Like, motherfuckers is like goofies. Everybody want to say something. But if I ask you to be something, nigga, it's easy to chime in, but is it easy to align in? A lot of niggas out of alignment, but got their mouth open speaking on shit. Oh, ill-prepared ass niggas. You know, dig? There's a book I want you guys to get called The Tao of Sexuality, is it? I think that's what it's called, by Stephen Chang. The Tao of Sexuality. I think that's what it's called. I'm misspelling it over here. But it's by Stephen Chang. The Tao of Sexuality. I want you to get that book. Because this shit teaches men how to retain their spiritual chi through sex. Not having it, but not releasing it. Like if I'm a fuck you, I'm not gonna give you this nut. A lot of women need that nut. Be quiet. Your mic ain't even know. That's it. The Tao of Sexology. So, peep game. There's the WgTow movement. And I'm not saying I'm down. Listen, I don't get down with shit, but I study everything. I don't get down and align myself with shit, but I study everything. And I acknowledge everything, and I try not to judge. Flip side of that is feminisms. Now, this lady wrote this book. We talked about it for many years, Men on Strike, written by a woman, Helen Smith, PhD, talking about how men are opting out of marriage because it's a bad social contract for them. It's not your house. It's not your kids. When she divorced you, divorce is the number one indicator of divorce. Divorce is the number one indicator of poverty in America for men. It's just not a good deal. You know, dig? She talked about the whole shit. Best-selling book. Men are like, fuck that. Because it's a lose-lose. It's not a good deal. Opting out of motherfucking home life, being a husband. Now let's go back to the women. Feminism. With any idea, it never remains in the center. With the creation of any idea, it never remains in the center. The shit always goes to the far right or the far left. So feminism goes to the far left when it goes, you know what? We don't even need men. Well, I guess God fucked up with the human battery, masculine, feminine. I guess God just tricked all of that off with the human battery, the shit that powers reality, men and women. I guess God just got that wrong. Right?
Nah.
Here's the thing that's fucking with me. 25 men voted on this abortion shit.
Yeah.
And now all you see are the memes saying men shouldn't control women's bodies. Right? It's everywhere. Men have no authority, no right to control women's bodies.
But it's not men, it's the government, though. I don't think the government should be in anybody's body. But you didn't ask me, and I'm over here.
Right.
It's okay.
And then that happens. This why niggas be like, I ain't listening to her. You trust what the fuck women say? This is why they do that. So let me come back. 25 male government representatives.
Sarah.
Voted on the abortion bill. Right?
Yeah.
But you know what fucks with me? The memes are out there. Men can't do this. Men can't do that. Men shouldn't do this. Men shouldn't do that. But no one said shit about the female governor who signed off on it.
It never would have passed if it was.
She could have shot it down.
Absolutely.
And should have shut it down.
Is it time for you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm over here too. Next to Sarah.
Now, I'm going to come back.
Thanks, Peaches.
We hate Trump. He grabs motherfucking pussies and still becomes the motherfucking president of the United States. You know why? 54% of white women voted for Trump, even though he admitted to grabbing pussies.
They like their pussy grab.
But here's the point. Whose side you on? You don't want men to govern you, but you voting for the kind of men that will grab your pussy.
Without permission.
Do you understand? Yeah. I'm trying to paint this picture. We get caught up in the narratives that are presented to us through the media. Scotty, don't call me. Text Scotty and tell him I'm on the phone. I'm on the show live. Tell him it's disrespectful.
Right.
Now, you understand? The whole narrative is men did it, men did it, men did it, men did it. But nobody is saying, what's white women's role in racism? What's white women's role in electing poor white male examples, right, of the American public? And then sisters align, or excuse me, white women align with sisters when it's convenient. And y'all let them the fuck in.
They do.
So who controls female sovereignty? It was a great opportunity for a woman to say, no, you old white Christian conservative white wing racist. No, fuck that.
Right.
She white before she a woman.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
And she's a politician before she's a woman.
Yeah.
That was about getting
So you
rid.
back?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I did it too. No.
She can't help herself. Will abortion and other true or false? True or false? I don't know shit. I don't have no stance. Woman's body is a woman's body. I don't have no stance. The number to dial, I need to hear from ladies out there. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. That's 323-230-4610. True or false, will abortion and other red state laws make the South less attractive for black families despite the cheap housing?
No, but I'm sorry.
It's not for you to answer. I'm coming to y'all. I don't understand what's going on. True or false? Will abortion affect marriages as much as single life? How many kids will Deep South marriages have going forward? True or false? Will abortion laws change? Wait a minute, I gotta read that one. Yeah. There it is. How many kids? You know what? This question reminds me of our families back in the day. Our families back in the day, remember our families had 11, 12 kids.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. This is reminding me of some things here. True or false? Oh, God. I don't even want to ask any more questions. I'm going to come to y'all because this setup has been long. WgTow. Women going their own way. Are women starting to go their own way because of feminism? And if you have MGTOW and WgTow, is this the end of the world? Is this population control through propaganda and ideas? It was Krishnamurti who said it is conceptual thinking that keeps man separate.
That's true.
Feminism, WgTowism, I just coined WgTow. It's not a real organization. MGTOW, on the other hand, is real. What the fuck is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Are we being set up for the kill by implanting a particular idea that makes us draw a line in the sand against nature? What is going on? The phone lines are open. 323-230-4610. I have ladies in the building right now. What are your thoughts about the Alabama law? And it's not just going to affect Alabama. This is the Deep South. It's going to creep into Mississippi, Tennessee, Georgia, Kentucky. It's going over there. And do you know the majority of the black population of the United States is in the South, Southeast?
Yep. Yeah.
The majority of black folk in America live in the Southeast.
Absolutely. Yep.
You have something to say clearly.
I clearly do.
Go ahead. Shit.
Well, I mean, these are southern states, first of all. These are the same states the slaves didn't even know they were free until 2 years after they were set free. I mean, so these this governor, a woman.
A white woman.
A white woman. It's disgusting to me because her people in her state they allowed this to happen. There was no councilwomen, nobody that stood up and said hell no. Even the women in the state should have been there in full force. Like, where were the feminists that day?
Somebody in the chat room said Georgia was the first state to do this. Keep going.
And Missouri just passed a bill today.
See what I'm saying? And it is a population control. It's they can't control us through. They're pushing the gender thing, the transgender thing. Now they're tightening the reins on who we fucking and how many kids you have, and that's next. It's gonna be
wait.
You're gonna need a
how is it population control when it's a ban on abortion?
Well, it's population control because you got people like WgTow and MGTow not fucking or fucking without procreation. So that's going to cause population control.
They passed the heartbeat law last week in Georgia.
Yep.
The heartbeat law basically says when there's a heartbeat, you can't kill it.
My grandmother died from an illegal abortion. in the 50s. My mother was 7 years old. If it's disgusting to me to think that there's going to be women out there that are going to be hurting themselves all over again.
Well, Pat Robinson.
Go ahead, finish your thought, and then weekdays and phone lines are cracking. 323-230-4610. Go ahead.
Pat Robinson, who is an evangelical, who is very the 700 Club. Anybody that know who he is, whatever.
We know his old dusty white ass is.
He has very long earlobes. Anyway, he came out against Alabama. And the reason why is because it makes no allowances for rape victims, people for incest. So now they're kind of teeter-tottering, but at the same time, this is something that people have been pushing for years. And now the reason why you can go along with Donald Trump, because he has allowed and made space for this to happen. It goes to the Supreme Court, and what? He appointed people up there that can tilt the scale, that can reverse Roe v. Wade. I'm never for, I've never been in a situation like to have an abortion or anything like that. I said, but I never want the government on any level to have any control over my body and what I can do with my body.
This moves abortion to 4 weeks. These moves 4 weeks after you get pregnant.
Well,
and most people don't even know they're pregnant within that 4 week window. They figure out maybe 5 weeks, 6 weeks. That's off the table now. 323-230-4610. We want to hear from you. Weekdays. Your thoughts?
Well, the women that are going to be most hurt by this law are going to be marginalized women of color.
Of course.
Because if you're rich and you're white, you can always get an abortion. You just pay for it and you do it off the table. I mean, under the table, and no one finds out about it. So, but women that can't actually afford to have private doctors to perform abortions are always going to end up hurt and doing, like, for example, what you said, Peaches, your grandmother did, which is have illegal abortions where they do end up passing or seriously hurting themselves or the child, whether you're not considered a child, depending on the level of the fetus. But they're going to end up doing that. I mean, and the reality is it is going to hurt women of color the most. Now, when it comes to dictating women's bodies, I mean, I personally don't believe in abortion, but I do believe in a woman's right to choose. I believe a woman should dictate what happens with her body. And if she chooses not to have one, then you have a child. And if you do believe in it, then you have that option. The law has always been dictated by white men, though. And even though a white
Not
woman,
always.
well, okay.
The world you know.
Well, the world I know then. But when it comes to a white woman, I mean, this may be her belief as well. So, I mean, you say just because she's a woman that you presume she would veto it and go against it, but that, I mean, she could possibly believe. I mean, this
is the contradiction. Here's the problem. The contradiction is this. You can't villainize, right, men without adding the racial component.
Right.
Let me just say this. Biden came out with the worst laws in the 90s. Calling niggas super predators. You thought Miss Clinton went in on black people, but Joe Biden was the one that was banging hard as fuck against black people in the 90s with the crime bill.
He said he evolved.
Hey, I know the system helped create these people, but they're still going to have to follow the law. And we shouldn't be afraid in our homes because we're not responsible for slavery. The conditions of Jim Crow and all this other shit helped create what the black man is today, but he still got to follow the law. And we shouldn't be afraid of them in our own society. They got to follow the rules. He pushed the crime bill. Now that he's running for fucking president, he want to change his tone and cozy up next to black people for their votes. I done told y'all, they fuck with you when they want to fuck with you.
Yeah.
Right.
But the reality of it is, sisters, you need to be able to look at white women and say, how are you pushing along these agendas when you're also part of villainizing the white men that put them on the table? You're still pushing their agenda.
Yeah.
Well, white women are never going to hold white men accountable until it affects them. They don't have the ability to, oftentimes, to see outside of themselves, and
The
therefore,
motherfuckers had a rally the day after. No, the day after Donald Trump becomes president.
Right.
They had the pussy is sacred rally, right? Okay. But 54% of y'all voted him in.
And they didn't check
well, maybe
with their
that
sisters.
was the 46% that didn't vote for him. That
But
rally.
see-
because. But now, I mean, a large portion of women that did vote for him do then realize like how detrimental to our culture and society that was. But here's the reality: a lot of white people in general, until something affects them, they don't. It's not part of their reality. That's the same thing with the opioid crisis. It went from drugs are bad to let's like rehabilitate our children, because now it's their kids that are having drug addictions. So now it's not we're going to put some fancy word on it rather than just saying your kid's a heroin addict. Oh well, now we have an opioid crisis. But when it was black children, oh no, they're drug addicts. So it's not until this issue affects white women that they will even try to stand up and make a change about it.
I just want to say, I think it's a step one to reconstructing the black race or people of color. And I hate to put it on such a wide scale because the world is a big place now, but the border control, let's just add everything up. And then you have the woman's body. You control the woman's body, and all these women are mad at the men. Like Zoe said, they should have made a meme with that bitch's face on it. You know, that woman's face should be the poster child of what happened, because she is the ultimate decision maker, not those men. They just made the suggestion. But since people want to get reelected and shit,
they are giving doctors 99 years in Alabama for performing an abortion.
Well, in Texas, they actually have a measure on the floor where they're considering the death penalty for women that have abortions.
And I don't think
so. You kill a baby, we kill you too.
That's actually the theory behind it. Yeah. Where blood is shed, then your blood must be shed as well.
An eye for an eye.
Basically.
Yeah. And I don't think you should be held like you've been raped, you've had something happen to you. You could have a autistic daughter that go to daycare and get raped by a janitor, and she can't have an abortion. What kind of shit is that? And and I'm not saying abortions are good. I'm not for abortion. I'm not for killing babies, and you should not kill a baby if there is a heartbeat. I think personally, that should be where the cutoff is. But you don't tell somebody what they ain't gonna do and can do with their body.
But the law is so strict, and that's why I think some of it can be taken down, because when it comes to the fatality, that like if them having an abortion could save their lives, they have to go through a whole different other step.
You got to speak into the microphone.
I'm sorry.
There you go. Yeah, that sounds a little better.
I'm sorry, but if it comes between the mother and the child, there's so many things they did not think about. They just wanted to put it up there.
Listen, do we value life or not?
Yeah,
I'm just saying, what does it mean to value life? Let me just be clear. I don't have a stance. My stance on this show right now, I'm undeclared. Right? I'm undeclared.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I have to ask questions like, what does valuing life mean? Take the death penalty.
Yeah.
Well, you did some heinous shit. Let's kill you. And now it's all good. No, these people are still hurt. Whoever that criminal hurt, right? These people are still, it gives them some level of whatever, right?
Yeah.
Death is part of our society, isn't it?
Yes.
Whether it be the death penalty or an abortion.
Right.
Who gets to choose, though? Who's like, this is why the show is female sovereignty. Does the government override a woman's right to choose? Clearly, in this case,
they did.
Yes. And it was a woman who signed off on it. So, y'all as women, how do you guys reconcile what she did? not you, but what the lady did, the governor of Alabama in signing off. How do you reconcile her role? See, because a lot of times, and I'm juxtaposing these points.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times we look at the white man as the big bad devil, but the white woman goes under the radar with her evil.
Clinton.
And a lot of times women co-sign, and I'm talking about women of color, co-sign white women's evil if there's a benefit to them. And I'm not saying men don't do the same, but if there's a benefit to them, I had sisters on my show. I mentioned Kim Kardashian, they didn't want to say nothing negative.
What?
Oh, all day I would.
All day.
They didn't want to say nothing negative. I mentioned some sisters going to school dressed crazy. I forgot what the story was, but they jumped all over the sisters. And these were sisters on the show.
Wow.
So are they feminist when it's convenient? I'm saying, pulling black women in.
They are.
Come join us because we need a rally. What is it? I don't know. The phone lines are open. I'm going to callers early and often right now. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. I want to know what your opinion is. I want you to weigh in on this. Because this is, me personally, I don't know what to think.
I do.
Right here. There's the. There we go.
Why me too?
Because you guys are just. Peaches can't help herself. I don't know what to think. And I want people to call in and share your thoughts about it. Got something smart to say? Call us right now and let us know. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is D calling from D.C.
What up, pimp?
Hey. Hi, D.
What's going on? This is first of all, traditionally, our community, just like we weren't really into the LBGT thing until it was pushed on us. Traditionally, we're conservative people and we don't really believe in abortions. However, this is also going to be an attack again on the black male through the child support system. Because what it's going to do is force us to be responsible and go back to where we were before we were just all loose and goose with the pussy. But that was a part of white women becoming loosey-goosey and black women buying onto it through women's liberation. But traditionally, we weren't with feminism. Our women were standing behind their men. Through white feminism, our women became liberated, which then became loose with the pussy, which then spiked abortions in our community. Now, if you take that away, you're still going to have a set of people who've been conditioned to be irresponsible. Now we're going to be able to lock you up after you have all this unprotected sex. Now that is how they're thinking. And we should know that they always thinking about 10 steps ahead on how to punish us.
Come on.
Hey, but listen, you're a man. You shouldn't have a fucking opinion here, buddy. This is a woman's body. You understand? This is some woman shit going on here. And I think black women should form an allegiance, an alliance with each other and go, we can't fuck with white women until they get their shit together and get right by us.
Exactly. Yeah. They got to stand with their own nation first.
Yeah.
And understand that they can't escape being a part of our nation by tagging along with white women. They like the cool kid that knows the other kid wants to be cool, so he'll do anything to hang with them, so they get them to do all the fucked up shit. That's what black women are to white women.
Hey, weekdays is bored with you, buddy. She just started yawning. Okay?
First of all, don't instigate. No, I yawn because I yawn and I get tired sometimes. I wasn't bored with the call.
Soon as you said what you
first
said.
Of all, he's from D.C. I'm from Virginia, DMV. So you ain't about to break that up.
Oh, guess she told
you. know the DMV area don't fuck with each other. DC, they don't fuck with Baltimore.
Well, we're not talking about Baltimore, okay?
He said VA.
Yeah.
Just invest in Plan B.
Yeah, like if you call DMV, you don't
think
think Baltimore.
Virginia Virginia Bamas, and girls from Virginia are always easy marks.
Bam.
That's just how it was growing up.
Well, boo
Not to
boo.
say that they're not good, solid women in Virginia, but growing up in D.C., that's how we looked at it. You know, like, you can go get you a Virginia girl. She's going to be a little snooty, but...
Well, boo boo.
Like this one right here.
First
This
of all,
one
I'm
right
snooty as fuck, but I ain't no easy mark. So you can come on and slide in my DMs and try it, nigga, if you want to.
Damn,
but
I'm a nigga and everything. All right, shit. Caller.
That conversation
Hey,
went
caller.
left. He had a
Hey,
valid point that I wanted
Jesus.
to talk on, though.
Caller, thank you for your call,
Thank
man. We
you.
appreciate it.
I think people should invest in Plan B.
Listen,
Like the birth
listen.
gonna go
The
up.
only way I can get to these callers if y'all be quiet.
I'm sorry, sir.
Y'all really antsy today, huh? This y'all topic though. I understand why. Y'all didn't have enough time to talk in the beginning. Let me go ahead, Peaches. Say what you need to say.
I think the government needs to stop being a gang, personally. That's what they are, a big ass gang. You know, once that lady became the governor, once she became a politician, she stopped being a woman. You became a piece of paper and a pen to sign shit on or off. Period. Same thing with Biden. It's all about that money, how many donations. You know, it's a money game. So our bodies and our minds and what we want, that's expendable. We're expendable cattle to them.
Okay. Okay, fuck with that.
Come out to play, yay!
Let's get these callers in here. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
You couldn't wait, could you? She ain't never seen
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincinnati, Ohio. What's your name? Where you calling from? Speak on it.
Ken Brooks from Cincinnati, Ohio. Hey, how y'all doing, man? I'm a big fan of yours, though.
Thank you, brother.
How you sisters doing?
Good, right?
I really think we get into stuff that we don't understand. The abortion should be optional. There should be a choice between that. Well, there's going to be a choice with the woman because it's her body. I do believe whoever she laid down with should also have some input with that. But it should be an option to have because a lot of times, especially with the black community, we get into having these kids, and kids are a luxury that most of us can't afford. So people get into having 1 and 2 and 3, and they can't even take care of themselves.
Wow.
So I'm not saying use it as birth control, but I am saying leave it as a choice to use.
But you're a man. Nobody wants to hear from more men. Thank you for the call, brother. I appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir.
So you know why the men are chiming in. Because they the ones impregnating bitches. And they want to have that choice too. Because if they fuck the wrong one, that's 18 years of some real bullshit. I'm just saying. So the brothers do have something to say because they the ones getting us pregnant.
Peaches, you doing good today.
Oh, well, thank you.
When you making some points that are salient, that are cogent.
You just got a clown in the
No, I'm just
Backhanded compliment.
You just can't let me slide and go with it.
So let me just say this though. I just feel like spiritually shit is off. Like, where is the universal spidey sense that's like shit's off?
Right.
You know, like the Jedi is on some old search your feelings, Luke. Like, none of that shit's happening. Shit's off. Now, it takes 2 people to make a baby. But one has the final say if the baby gets to come here or not.
It shouldn't be that way.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like,
I agree.
That has always been a discussion. And instead of dealing with universal shit, like, okay, just if we're talking equity, right? Just balance, co-regency. Hey, we not in position to do this right now. Although we did this. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that ain't even a cool conversation. That's who the fuck are you to tell me what to do with my body?
Right.
And I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do at this stage. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, we live in shit's off kilter. Now, I'm not advocating for or against abortion. I'm looking at the ideas surrounding abortion. Number one, man can't say shit to you after you get pregnant. He really can't. I mean, he could voice his opinion. It's all opinion after that. Nigga, I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's an offering. It's like, well, have you considered?
But his feelings and thoughts should be considered too, because if you're going to college, you about to take off, your career's about to, you a basketball star. Here come this chick, she gets pregnant. This brother got a decision to make about his manhood right now. Either he's going to stand up and be a man and be a father.
Wait. See, that's part of it.
I'm not finished. I said, or he needs to sit down and have a real conversation with her about his future.
Let's go back to what I was pointing out in your framing.
Okay.
Either he got to stand up and be a man, is what you said.
Right.
Which implies if he goes against you having the baby, he's somehow not a man.
I did not say that, though.
I said implies.
Okay.
I need people to listen to me. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Like, you really got to do a better job listening.
But if I was that girl and he was about to be a basketball star, fuck that. I'm having his baby.
See?
I'm having that residual income.
I'm saying.
Which is in consideration that most sisters have.
Yeah.
Because they don't consider the man's future, his life, what he wants. You are the one pregnant, but ultimately you changing 3 lives. That baby's his and yours.
So what about pro-choice versus bro-choice?
I like that.
Because the man, what about his choice? If it's
Well, I'm sorry. Shouldn't these be conversations people have before they start squirting up in each other? I mean, I just feel like
first off, you can't squirt in a man.
Squirting up in each other.
I just feel like, oh, now you want to have the conversation like adults.
We know who the squirter is in here out of us.
But you know, the government's so tricky. After a while, they can start sterilizing dudes after they have so many kids. I mean, when does it stop? You know, you open the door when the government has allowance to your body and you allow them this way. Look how it can totally just transform and take off, and they really just mess with you.
So let me just do a quick sidebar before I jump back into the phone lines. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Peaches and Mimi are working on a show. And I think it's going to be nice.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So there are goofies in my chat room that be like, Zoe is angry. Listen, I be on Peaches' ass because Peaches has been here for 2 years and still be fucking up radio shit. I want her to be a better radio personality. She gets her own show. She's gonna have to follow some kind of fucking rules on how to run a goddamn show. So when I'm telling her,
break them all.
Right. So when I'm telling her, hey, stop talking so much. Hey, wait, get set up. Stop interject. Oh shit, Zoe's an asshole. Shut the fuck up, outsiders who don't understand what the fuck is going on.
No, they don't.
Now let me hip you to the game. Peaches,
yes.
We talked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before the show.
Yes,
right?
we did.
What we talk about?
The show.
We talked about shows and shit.
Mm-hmm.
How to do shows and shit.
Production.
How to produce a show. How to run a show. Peaches is my nigga.
Yeah.
True blue.
You dig? Tired of explaining to you goofy assumption-based minded niggas.
And those are probably people that come to shows or guys that call themselves liking me, trying to be funny because I got a few texts saying why he keep cutting off your mic. But we have our reasoning in here.
I cut off her mic because she talks when she's not supposed to.
And I might throw him off if it's something he's trying to say because I'll make a point that he's not ready to go for yet. Do
you understand?
Right. I'm a little wayward. Just a smidge.
We love you, bitches.
Now, back to the topic.
Calm down, y'all.
Back to the fucking topic. The phone lines are absolutely berserk.
Yeah.
Today's topic, who controls feminine sovereignty? Is it solely men? If women wanted to stop people like Donald Trump, they could have just voted a different way. Do white women vote white over gender? White over gender.
Yep.
Yeah, they did that. Well, technically, majority of the population voted for someone else, but I'm just saying.
Because the white privilege will always work for them.
I think white people vote green over anything. Honestly.
Green is a tool of racism. That's why niggas only have 2.6% of it.
And that's why white people vote it.
No. They don't vote green. Green is some shit that they create out of thin air that has virtually no wealth to it. It's about controlling resources. So when Monsanto goes in and says, hey, let's create some kind of genetic mutant seed, and when those seeds are blown by the wind onto some farm that we don't own, and those seeds take over the natural seed from that farmer that we don't own, we get to take that farmer's seed because our seed is mixed into it and we have a fucking patent on it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta understand, it's resources, not money. If money made niggas wealthy, we would have it.
Yeah. Well, white people play chess, and we play in checkers out here. That's the main issue. They strategize. They always thinking 10 steps ahead.
Man, I tell you, man, it's just crazy. Like, we got some real shit going on right now. We got some real shit going on right now that needs to be handled as a people. Listen, if we don't fucking find a way to work with each other and support each other and back each other, moving forward, shit is starting to be aligned in such a way that we're going to be more constricted in this society than ever before. I
believe that too.
Well, they unite, but we always have a divide. You have the black people, but then you have the black light skin, or you have the black Christians, you have the black Muslims. You know, you have all of them like really just come together no matter what religion or anything. They all come together against the world.
No,
listen, somebody said, no, Zoe, we get money, but we never invest it. That's not true.
That's not true.
Y'all better get better get the paper. Everybody in Black America should get the paper Tone Talks wrote.
They should.
Everybody in Black America should get the paper Tone Talks wrote with Sandy Darity, the professor down at a 67-page paper. Y'all should get that because investing is one of the things that won't close the motherfucking wealth gap.
Wow.
No.
Savings, recycling, black dot, all that shit.
Going green.
Do you understand? The shit is designed to keep you at a certain level. I don't think niggas understand that.
Yeah.
Listen, that's what makes wealth and money racist. I'm going to design the system so only a few of you motherfuckers can squeeze your ass through.
Right.
I'm going to bottleneck your culture.
But what happens when money is, well, it's already doesn't mean anything, but as far as the currency goes away, like Donnie was Peaches was talking about in one of our other shows, because money is pretty much going to be going away after a while.
Oh, money's gone. It's about trading, bartering, and what you can do. Because like Tone Talk said, we're worth what, $200 liquid dollars? Isn't that what he says? A black
in Los
family?
Angeles.
In Los
The
Angeles.
middle black family.
And this is Los Angeles, one of the most expensive cities in the world to live in. Rent here is damn near $3,000. So money don't mean shit right now. We got tents everywhere. So people need to open their eyes and see that, these abortion rules are just the beginning.
Yeah. Ugh.
Man. Well, you know what's next. This is going to make it all the way to the Supreme Court.
That's what they said. That was her intention. If you read
this is going to make it all the way to the Supreme Court, and Roe v. Wade, which was done in 1973, will be overturned.
Absolutely.
What if this is just a big distraction? A dude, orange one. I mean, it could be just a big distraction. They could overturn all this shit tomorrow.
Phone lines, let's go. Callers, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Tamara calling from Gardena.
Gardena in the building. What's up? You got to turn your radio down.
Oh, sorry about that.
No worries.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I hate to, backtrack a little bit because, I've been trying to get through for a minute.
Go ahead. No worries.
About a year now. You guys were talking about, the whole abortion thing, and my opinion of that, usually pisses a lot of women off, which I'm glad I'm speaking with intelligent people. I'm sorry if I'm talking fast, my phone might die, so I'm trying to get my point out before it does.
No worries.
With the whole abortion thing, the whole my choice, my body, yeah, but at the same time, the body that's growing inside of your body, you didn't make by yourself. So just like you and him sat down, y'all had a couple drinks, smoked a few blunts, whatever y'all did to come together and agree to have sex, then you two need to come together and agree on what to do with this body growing inside of your body.
That sounds sensible to me.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going. You got the floor, young lady.
Yeah.
And if you guys cannot come to a amicable agreement, then that's where the person who is an objection of this sign little 5150 language, then you need to bring them people in, sign some papers, and go your separate ways where there's no, what's her name? The lady with the comedian lady with the big boobs, Sherry Shepherd. She has the father, he used the embryo, she didn't want the baby. That's where you need to go to court, instead of trying to always handle it ourselves, which that's a problem with a lot of us. We feel like we don't need to involve the people. We can do this ourselves and then be looking stupid when we have to give up half of our money or half of our time in jail. So that's where you do need to include them. And if you don't want any parts, but you do, okay, it's my body, my choice. Once this baby comes out of my body, I don't want no parts of it. Don't come to me in 10 years talking about you struggling, you need help with housing. That's not my problem. I've signed these papers. But as far as just jump into, I'm pro-choice, but for myself, I'm pro-life because I could never have an abortion. I didn't think I could have kids, 3 kids later. Hey, the doctors don't know everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you for the call. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm pro-choice, but for myself, I'm pro-life, is what she said verbatim. Am I correct?
Yeah. That's pretty much what I don't think I'll have one, but I like my options open.
But it's that kind of thinking, no disrespect to the sisters, that kind of thinking that men should be afraid of.
What, that I'll never have one?
No. I'm pro-choice, but for
pro-life.
myself, I'm pro-life.
Why should men be afraid of that?
That's just...
Because that doesn't
That's
give them an option.
contradictory.
No.
No, what she's saying is for my body, but I'm not going to tell
I get it.
bitches. How is
That's
that
like
contradictory?
saying I'm down with Christianity. Let's bang with Jesus, but for myself, I'm a Muslim. I'm lost.
No, she's not saying that. She's saying for my body, if I were to get pregnant, I would not have an abortion. But I'm
pro-choice. I get it.
I don't think it's the same as what
I
you
get
just
that.
said.
That's just confusing to me.
I don't think it's confusing at all.
I think it's being tolerant of other people's
I think it's
opinions.
like saying I don't
Then say
eat
I'm
meat.
tolerant of other people's opinions.
She did in her own way.
That was confusing.
I don't think it was
I don't
confusing at
think it was
all.
confusing. Maybe because we're women.
I'm pro-choice, but
Okay,
not for me.
Let me break this down.
She's pro your
don't
choice.
eat meat,
Yeah.
but if you want to eat meat, that's fine.
Right.
How is that like?
I like that because we're talking about meat.
She's pro your choice. Here you go.
So ridiculous.
Right. She's pro your choice, but for her
so
body.
pretend we're talking about meat then, and you're gonna connect the dots.
Listen,
Like,
I'm banging out here on the pro-choice side of the game, but if I get pregnant, you don't have a choice. Call her.
You're talking about the guy. Oh,
You're on the line. Call her. What's your name? Where you calling from? Let's hear from some more ladies.
This is Camouflage Jones. I hit y'all with a super chat earlier.
Thank you. Yay.
What up? From Chicago.
Chi-town.
Yeah. So, y'all said something about pro-choice or bro-choice. So I tried to do the bro-choice thing, right? Me and the guy had seen each other for about 3 months, and I got pregnant. It was kind of like, oh, where the other condom go? I thought you threw it away type conversation. So, eventually I found out I was pregnant and everything. But, like, even before I found out I was pregnant, he was saying stuff like, oh, I would love to have kids with you and all that good stuff, right? So when I found out I was pregnant, I told him, hey, if you want to go your own way, I'm fine. I understand we don't know each other that well and we were just dating, blah, blah, blah. And, tried to give him a platform in this in the conversation, and the choice making about the baby and everything. And he was, I'm head over heels. You having my baby, blah, blah, blah. But once the baby got here, bro got different. Bro choice got different. He chose to opt out.
Choice
got different.
Like, too real. He was like,
I really tried to include him. I try to include him in everything pertaining to our daughter. And he pops up when he wants to. He supports when he wants to. He calls when he wants to. I even let him see his kid whenever he wants to. Like, I don't even believe in child support and all that other kind of shit. But every time he comes around, it's always a problem. Always a problem. Like, he always has, like, this attitude with me and shit. And I'm like, dude, but you could have went your own way. You could have signed these rights off. You could have, really, he's concerned about other men being around his kid, all kind of shit. But he's like, dude, you not around. Like, you opted out.
Well, are you still, I'm sorry. Are you still happy that you made the choice to have your child?
Yes. Oh, my God, my daughter, she's beautiful. She's brilliant. I've been learning so much about myself as a woman since I've had her. Like, I'm so grateful that she chose me.
Oh,
you know what
that's
I'm saying?
awesome. But yeah,
But what about this? Hey, thank you so much for the call. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
So could one say, because we already talked about Ma'afa 21. Are you guys hip to that documentary? The Ma'afa 21?
No.
A white man directed a film called Ma'afa 21 that talked about the history of Planned Parenthood and Margaret Sanger.
Oh, okay.
And the eugenics movement. And she saw black children and people as weeds.
That needed
and
to be.
socially imbecilic.
What?
That needed to be, handled.
Annihilated.
And what she did was she paid Christian preachers to preach on pro-choice. To preach on getting abortions. Yep.
Preachers or Catholic priests?
Nigga preachers.
Oh, wow.
Preachers. God damn.
She donated handsomely to those churches, I'm sure.
So, peep game.
Wow.
She did that. That's a real happening in American culture.
All day long, because that's how come they be running off.
I got
at the
making
mouth.
points, baby. Come over here, sit next to me.
I'm quiet.
we love you.
Now, Ma'afa 21, right? Talked about the eugenics movement. Imagine if Margaret Sanger isn't successful in that endeavor.
Yeah.
Do Latino people outnumber black people in America?
Yeah.
No. I'm saying if Margaret Sanger's Planned Parenthood wasn't successful.
Nope.
Not at all.
Do you understand? What are we? 12.6% of the population.
Right.
Latin America is 16%.
Yeah, and
white America is 60%.
Mm-hmm.
So could Planned Parenthood be a type of governor on black population growth?
Oh, I definitely believe that, because when I was pregnant with my son, I went to the hood to the free clinic to get prenatal pills. They were big and pink. But then when I got an appointment with my real doctor in Beverly Hills, because I had a doctor in Beverly Hills, the pills were white. And that's when I stopped taking them motherfuckers, because I'm serious. Half of my son's generation in high school, which is your generation weekdays, is gay. And I think it had to do with them prenatal pills and fibroid tumors. I ain't had nothing wrong with my vagina. Nothing wrong with my uterus. All of a sudden, I had an abortion. Didn't want to have another kid by my son's daddy. And years later, I've got fibroid tumors. You do the math.
I don't know if that was a mathematical equation.
They did that to my uterus.
Listen,
so I
you
couldn't have
and
any
your
more kids.
What kind of mystical connect the dots ass point? And them light skinned pills I took, they not normal colored pills.
It's controversial. I'm telling you, something wrong with that.
It's just like the vaccines, y'all go look.
Yeah, y'all keep getting your
But
kids
I mean,
injected.
that's how pharmaceuticals remain wealthy. It's like you give people symptoms that they need to now take medications for in order to rid themselves of those symptoms. So you never actually make people healthy. If you make people healthy, you go out of business.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if there is some type of truth, even if it's not specific to you, Peaches, if there's some type of truth within what you just shared.
Yeah, because I mean, pharmaceutical company, you pee too much. They give you something to make you shit too much, but you stop peeing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
The
I
best
don't care
way,
what y'all
listen,
say. They did something to them pills.
the
'cause them
best
kids
way,
is gay.
you just making up stuff. It's fine. You don't have any empirical data to support anything you just said.
Drive by Dorsey High
But I
School
will say
count
this.
them kids.
But I will say this. Your point was exceedingly amusing. Now, back to this motherfucker crazy as hell. Let's get some more callers in here. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Connie calling from St. Cloud.
Hey.
Hi, Connie from St.
Hi.
Cloud. What's the deal?
Hi, guys. I'm just wondering, they're passing all these laws for women and their reproduction. They didn't pass any dick laws. They never pass any dick laws. They never want to slide anything up in a man's dick.
Come on,
to keep
dick
them from
laws.
having babies. The women always get things implanted inside them
Thank
to
you,
prevent them
sister.
from having babies.
Yes.
We gain
Thank
weight.
you.
We're moody. We become all kinds of bitches. And now
Right.
you want to make us have babies that we don't want to have or can't have because of some mental issue or some physical issue or some emotional
Right.
issue. It's not fair. They never say, well, when you bust your first nut, you got to get a vasectomy. You got to make sure everybody's safe. But you want to slow down my life and saddle me with the baby that I choose not to have. You know,
Connie, slow down.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Because you making a lot of great points. I just want everybody to balance the framing that they're using. Not saddle me with the baby. Saddle we with the baby. Because even if that nigga ain't there, you still got a surrogate daddy in the form of family court.
Yes, yes.
You understand?
A mean, nasty
So
stepfather.
finish where you were going. Go ahead.
But I'm just saying, I lost it. I'm sorry. I'm sketchy like that. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I lost my thought.
Shit, we got
I'm
Peaches
sorry.
in here. I understand sketchy.
Are you elevating the medication? Okay.
Somebody
I'm
just called
saying,
her Corey.
Women always get, the short end. And Donald Trump said this when he was running. Women should be punished for having abortion.
He did say punished.
Yes,
that was
he
the
did.
word he used.
Exact words, yeah.
But see, Connie brings up the point I said earlier. How can 54% of white women in America vote for this man after saying women should be punished for having an abortion
and grabbing coochie.
Because he gonna give y'all a wall.
No, that's not what they want.
Guys, have a great night. Good night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Connie made great points.
Connie made great points. They want more than a wall. This is about controlling us as masses. If you control the people, you can control the country easier. We not protesting like our parents did. In the 60s, our parents fought for everything.
Let me tell you something. That shit don't mean nothing.
No.
Do you know motherfuckers who organize protests? A lot of them motherfuckers work for the government.
Yeah, true.
The government.
Well, Trump thought he was gonna stop y'all from having babies when he took away that child tax credit.
I got phone lines. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Turn your whole radio down. Your life is too loud. Turn it down.
This me, bro?
This is you. Turn your life down.
Okay, my life is down.
Hi.
How you doing tonight, ladies?
What's up?
Okay, the government has been policing men's dicks since time immemorial. They have told men, "Oh, you want to have children? You got to go and fight this war." Oh, you want to have women? Oh, you got to go and do all of this work. I don't understand the concept of. I agree. Women should have the choice to have babies or not have babies. But in the same breath, a woman who's saying that women should have choice to have babies would tell a man that he should take care of his kids. He made a decision when he put his dick in.
Oh,
once that nut leaves, you made that choice. Your choice. You have no other choice. You should have chose before you put your penis inside of her. That's what every woman that tells me that women should have the women that are pro-choice say to me.
Great point. Appreciate the call.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And you know what an ultimate birth control would be? Tell that bitch swallow next time, then you won't have no problems.
Swallow these babies, baby. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello, Kinzo. How are you?
I'm alive and well. You greet me the correct way.
Well, hello, young lady.
Yes. Hello, beautiful queens. How you doing?
What are your thoughts today? Talk to us.
This is Maureen from Virginia. First, thank you for my 2 books. I really appreciate it. And
Gotcha.
responding to my email.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. So, Kinzo, I have a question. So, I don't know if this is off the topic because I was trying to get through. You said that trust is another form of fear. Can you just break that down quickly, just a little bit more?
Okay, so this is
Because
like
I'm trying to change my view on trust.
so this
You know
is
what I
like 2 or 3 episodes ago.
I know.
We are in a heated pro-choice, pro-life discussion right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm gonna have to
get through to you for weeks, and like these phone lines are wicked.
All you got to do is pose this question. If you're following me on Instagram, pose this question on Instagram, and I will answer it for you.
Thank you so much. I
There you
appreciate
go.
you.
All right. Pleasure's
All right,
mine.
ladies. Have a good weekend.
You
You too. Wow.
Someone put in the chat room that swallowing is cannibalism.
Well, it's a lot of cannibals in this world.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from?
I'm Termiletto. This is Callie from Denver.
Callie from Denver, West Side.
Mile High City.
Yeah, baby. Hey, Peaches, I love your new haircut.
Oh, thank you.
And I was like, yes, queen, work it.
Oh, thank you.
Anyhow, I'm pro-choice, and I've exercised my choice 2 times in life. And I don't say that with pride. I don't say that, with shame. It just is what it is. But I feel like if I didn't have the opportunity to exercise that choice, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be successful. And I'd probably be crazy. Like, I knew that the person that I was dealing with, I had no business
choosing
to create with them. that's sacred space.
Well, let me ask you this: what if he sincerely wanted the child? Does he have a say? Does it matter? Does bro choice factor in?
Absolutely. But that was not the situation that I was in at the time. Also, I've looked into eugenics, and I've made better decisions for myself since then, including coming off the birth controls. And I totally understand what Peaches is saying about getting fibroids and all of that, because I've experienced some of that as well. But I definitely think that the powers that be, if we want to call them that, have really figured out that black people there is a large population of black people that have figured out how to thrive in this society, regardless of what systems have been put in place. And they also see that now the Mexicans have figured out how to do it as well. They're coming into this country, they're living together, they're building, they're getting, their families established. And now black people have gotten to the point where sometimes there's Mexicans coming in and working for us. I have clients that have nannies that are foreign, not just Mexican, whatever, like different types of nationalities, different immigrants or people that choose to come to this country that are not from here. They've got nannies, they've got, people that are gardeners, they've got, you name it. So I think that they see that there is a large population of us that have figured it out, and they're like, that can't happen. So yeah, they're going to put these abortion laws in place so that now you ain't got no other choice but to have a baby.
So let me ask you this.
Ooh, wow.
She makes a great point.
Wow.
She makes a great point.
Yeah.
Babies, if you want to raise them right, you need $1 million. At least. If you want to raise them right, you need $1 million. Now, let me ask you this.
Now, when I said that on this show, though, everyone wanted to give me a hard time.
Listen.
Oh, girl.
Hold on. I'm not done here. Let me turn off weekdays, Mike, for her little petty personal moment.
Petty personal.
Right, petty personal. Somebody ordered a petty personal moment. Sorry.
Petty Betty.
All right. But let me come back to you. Have your dating habits changed since going through your pro-choice decision?
Absolutely. Like now I do my due diligence not to fool with people that I ain't got no business fooling with. And I absolutely understand that whoever shows up in front of me is a reflection of what's inside of me. So
come on, Mira.
What am I gonna? And I did get my book. Thank you, though. I was tempted to send an email, but I never did that. I practice patience in those moments.
Thank you so much.
I'm grateful I got my book.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Right.
And I haven't read it yet, and I absolutely appreciate your show. I share it with everyone. I appreciate your platform. It's a blessing to have. It's a blessing to know that there are people out there that, especially brothers, that think like you and that you grab more and show us that they're out there. But yeah, I definitely changed my dating habits.
Thank you.
Now I approach it from what is this person about to teach me about myself?
Wow. Dope. I appreciate that.
And can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
One more thing. I get where weekdays comes from. I know a lot of people attack her. I see it in the live chat and call in and stuff, but I absolutely get where she's from because I exercise my choice, I've been able to leverage my life and get ahead and really do well for myself. So I do see where she comes from, where she would rather date someone that's more suited for her. I choose not to ever give up on my kings. I'm like, I want black children eventually. I want a black family. I want to continue to catapult the culture forward. So there are good black men out there, just like there are good black women out there. There are good people out there in general. And we have to remember that. And we also have to remember that whatever we think about, we bring about. So like I said earlier, whatever is going on inside of you, it's going to show up in front of you. So
Denver, Colorado.
Bullshit, you got to learn how to deal with your bullshit.
How about it?
Oh, you own it.
Thank you so much, young lady.
I know she didn't grow up in Aurora.
We love you too. Thank you, baby.
We love you too. I know she didn't grow up in Aurora.
Listen, let me tell you, I love it when people represent the show in the true spirit of my intention for putting it together. I was called a scourge on the black community.
Wow.
What?
Oh, yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because of this show.
I think not.
I'm just trying to have the conversation. Do you know how uncomfortable these conversations are to have one-on-one with your intimate partner? Do you know how hard it is to just be like, yeah, man, let's sit down and like really, have a real fucking conversation? Not everybody, in my opinion, not everybody is built. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
To have like this kind of conversation. It takes a certain kind of person to be like.
But this would probably either make or break a lot of relationships.
Yeah.
Oh,
and people would save themselves a lot of time or know that this is something I want to invest with in by having this conversation.
But some people don't want to have those conversations because they're trying to hold on to it as long as possible. A lot of confrontation is avoided because people really just want to I'll just see.
Or they can't handle the
that's
truth.
why people waste their time.
Mm-hmm.
People can't handle the truth. They would rather sugarcoat their relationship with someone and sweep everything bad under the rug than approach it head on and deal with it. Like weekdays, and you just said, you got to deal with it.
Well, in honor of the last caller, I think we should do something special.
Okay.
Let's have a praise break.
Oh.
All right.
Oh. Yeah.
Hey! We needed a quick praise break. Why do we need praise breaks? Because when somebody call in here with the truth, you got to acknowledge the truth when it comes from a place you least expected. Out the mouth of a woman who was speaking to man about God's master plan. Do you understand?
Reverend Dudley do right up in this place.
Hold it up, Uncle. Shut that right up.
Won't he do?
Oh my God.
Yes, Lord.
But you know what? This subject really reminds me of The Handmaid's Tale. Has anybody seen The Handmaid's Tale?
Yeah.
Well, it starts so subtly, and I think that's why it's so alarming. Is like when The Handmaid's Tale, it was little subtle things that were kind of like okay, that were installed in or integrated into society. But I mean, theirs was a little bit more major when it involved money. You take away people's money, you take away people's lives.
Right.
Yeah,
but it
but
was
like- but
that
it's like
subtle
you
thing
said.
that all of a sudden women completely lost their rights. So it's like something like this is absolutely like Handmaid's Tale.
But it's like what y'all was saying earlier. In The Handmaid's Tale, only rich people got to have kids.
right. Well, yeah, basically it was like if you have money, you can still live above whatever law that's established. Like
This reminds me of If These Walls Could Talk. When these women went through decades, it was a HBO movie where they went through decades. You had the 50s where women were dying. Then you had the 60s where women were, and 70s where women fought to get the Roe v. Wade. Then you had the 80s where people were just using abortions for prenatal care.
You know what? Everybody, listen, we got to deal with the Oswald Bates of our community, too.
Who is Oswald? Oswald Bates? I don't know.
Is that the character Damon Wayans played as the prisoner in jail with the deep words? The pontification of the squintile anal uterine projection. We got a lot of them niggas in our chat room.
But
they can't even laugh at shit.
Oh, they just so angry.
So you know the church shit is bullshit, right?
Oh, get out of here.
We can't have fun, nigga?
No.
Well,
Thank you, Lord.
This is a heavy enough topic as it already is.
That music might have burnt their skin or something.
Jesus.
Heavier than me with a coat on.
You know this is bullshit, right?
We need to anoint the chat room.
Yeah.
Tonight's topic, great topic. Love the fact that the women are opening up. The phone calls are lit. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. A more in-depth look at females going their own way. WgTow. Who controls female sovereignty? Do women forfeit their sovereignty by participating in a corrupt society? If you have a society, we already know our political system is based on bread. Whoever has the lobbyists, the resources, the corporations, politicians are typically bought and paid for, right?
Right.
Right? Am I wrong?
So
if we know that they're not typically for their constituents, the people, they're really for who's lining their pockets with the money.
Yep.
If that is true, black women, what are you going to do when white female politicians like Hillary Clinton, like Marianne Williamson, come to you and say, hey, we need your vote? Well, wait a minute. Who's paying you and your campaign?
Right.
Who's funding that?
Lobbyists.
Yeah. Yeah. What do they represent? What are they for? What are they trying to push?
Right. How does that impact my community adversely?
What about that part?
I'm just saying. 323-230-4610. That's the number to dial. I'm going to the phone lines right now. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Speak on it. Turn your living room down. Your living room. Your living room. Turn it down. Your living room is loud.
Hello.
How you doing? How you doing, Zoe? How you doing, Mimi? How y'all doing?
Mimi's not here, but I'm sure
Hi.
she says what's up.
Get spirit.
That was Peaches. But we all say hi.
Weekdays, how you doing too?
Hi, Boo. How are you?
I think I got a solution, Zoe.
Talk to me. What is it? You're a man, though. Remember.
Yeah. So it should be aside from and when it comes to abortion, aside from incest and mental illness and so forth, they might have to do something on a Dave Chappelle in which before something happens, here's the paperwork.
Oh yeah. He's talking about
if I'm telling you now before it goes down in a scenario in which I don't want to have kids, I don't want to have kids regardless. Are you cool with that? Okay, sign here. And then you have the right. You have the right to come and find me if you want for medical purposes like blood work or whatever for that future kid that you decide to keep. Perfect. And then the opposite. Women retain their rights. Okay. I tell you, I want to have the kid. He says no. Okay. Before you do this, you have signed this. I have to front the money for all your medical costs of the 9-10 months that you're having this pregnancy of the kid.
A pre-baby agreement?
Yeah, Dave Chappelle did it on his show.
Medical, everything.
What are you talking
about? The baby is born, you decide if you want to have it or not. But obviously, in the beginning, you said no. So give me my child, and you're gone. But I need your medical records because it's going to be my child now.
Wait a minute.
I get what he's saying. Thank you for the call, man. I appreciate it. We got to move.
Thank you.
Wait, but
No.
He don't want to have babies, and he wants the paper. What about the paper from the receipt for him buying some condoms? Wait, he got a thing in it too.
And the derailment of the point.
No,
it's not.
Here's my thing, though. These are all great suggestions, but imagine if we just had these conversations before the situation happened. Like,
That's the pre-baby agreement.
Well, I thought he was talking about when
That's
the woman's pregnant, having this discussion.
We should have.
But if he's suggesting having it before, then absolutely, you need to have these conversations. Like, why wait till a child is now in the picture to have this conversation? Oh, well, do you want to have a baby? No. Have that conversation before you slide up in me without a condom on and squirt off. Like, let's have this 10-minute
You like
talk.
saying squirt.
I do.
She's a squirter.
squirt
Squirters
off.
like to say
Well,
squirters.
ejaculate is that doesn't sound as exciting. You have your own version of that word.
For you bust that nut up in that ass.
What?
Well, if you put it in the
Okay, I'm
ass, we
turning
probably wouldn't
Peaches'
have
mic off.
the discussion about abortion or not, because same thing as if you do it in the mouth.
Wow. Okay. Ladies, call in. Share your opinion. Save me from these ladies that are in here now.
Oh, come on.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
You're dead.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Nowhere.
All right, let's see. Let's try it again. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's happening? This is Dre out of Baton Rouge.
Dre out of Baton Rouge. What's happening, P?
Down south, baby.
Not too much, man. How y'all doing, ladies?
Hey, man, we running a little low on time, man. So make your point real quick, bro.
Well, this is how I look at it, man. I look at it like this is going to be more of an attack on white women to have forced babies, because for the last 3 to 5 years I've been hearing that by the year such and such is going to be a black and brown population, and white people are dying off more than they're having births. So I think these are going to be forced white births to add on to their numbers.
Yeah, that goes back to the what is it, 2043? They're expected to be in 2043. White people are expected to be the bona fide minority in America. So maybe this is a way of boosting their numbers. That's a good point.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. But also they're gonna boost the welfare, because there's a whole bunch of white people on welfare.
Yeah,
There's more white people on welfare than black.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, so my name is Jay. I'm calling from Buffalo.
Yeah, what's up?
I was listening to the conversation, and I had a conversation with a couple of women about the same topic. You know, and I see that you mentioned My Alpha 21, and a lot of black women haven't seen that movie. I mean, the stuff that these people did to sisters and children, it was just the most
sterilization. Yeah. Sterilizing kids, sterilizing women, the whole 9 yards. The lady said the Negro is a weed. That's what Margaret Sanger said, and then Hillary Clinton comes out and says Margaret Sanger is her hero.
Wow. They used to have another name for that back then until they changed it to Planned Parenthood.
What was it?
And now you got
Kill
Planned
nigga.
Parenthood.
Kill nigga babies.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, though.
No, what was it? That was women talking while you were talking. Let's turn their mics off. Go ahead, brother.
There's the Planned Parenthood in every single major city that's where predominantly black people are.
Mm-hmm.
Where I live, there's Planned Parenthoods all over the city. I mean, it's insane, and a lot of people don't even know where that came from. See, they switched up the whole thing. Okay, we got to exterminate these black kids to make okay. We're not looking viewed on by the American public, right? So let's just say we're helping these sisters while they had a hidden agenda all along. And you know, I told another sister this. I said, you know, instead of being, you know, pro-abortion and everything, why don't women just practice celibacy? Like
that's just like you. Listen, caller. You saying something hella powerful,
right?
That's just like Alyssa Milano coming out saying, "Ladies, let's protest all of these abortion laws by not having sex." Do you know how much women love dick?
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
And now, because of the women's liberation and this whole new wave of feminism and all the slut walk, oh, it's okay to be a hoe and not have accountability. So basically, all these women who are pretty much siding with this is like, you know what? I want to have dick anytime I want it. I don't want to be responsible. Yes, I want to be a hoe.
Mm-hmm.
That's just pushing that out there. I want to be a hoe. And so the fact that, okay, we're losing babies. So many black babies lost throughout the years because of abortion. I told one female, I said, I understand you don't have no self-control. You want to be able to sleep with whoever you want to get. You want to ride the cock carousel all your life until you get in your 30s and you hit the wall and nobody knows it. I get it.
Oh my God, where is this? Where is that? I want to go.
See what you did, caller?
Am I tall enough to ride? Oh my God.
Hey, caller, we got to go, man. I'm sorry.
Caller, I'm with you.
Thank you for giving us the
I'm
phrase
staying
cock
dickless.
carousel.
Yes,
All right.
wait, is that a mystical ride? Oh my
Except
God.
for you.
How much is to get in?
So listen, Tone Talks is next. His show is going to be live. No answers. There are no answers. I don't know what to tell a woman. I don't know what to tell a woman to do with her body. What I do know is all decisions that are being made in this culture are devoid of spirituality. And I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about high-level consciousness, high-level spiritual awareness. All of the decisions that are happening from the top down are draconian, are damn near demonic.
Yeah.
Damn near they are.
You understand? That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Listen, there's a war going on right now. The most effective way to keep people at each other's throat is divergent ideas. Conflicting, divergent ideas.
Yeah.
It was a man who did it. And because everything is me too, she too, we too, everything is so fragmented and compartmentalized, everybody is drawing lines in the sand and fighting, men and women. We in a bad way.
Right.
That's all I can tell you. We're in a bad way, and I suggest on the Yoda side of the game, patience, stillness. You don't have to run out and do some shit. Run out and vote. Run out and participate. Run out and picket. Run out and get your ass out of the way. That's my thing. Get your ass out the way. Find somewhere to be. Because they're ratcheting up more and more events that's going to cause motherfuckers to just outright lose it, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's just getting started.
Yep.
You are right, young Skywalker.
Oh, Jesus.
I just had to do the Yoda voice.
Oh, Lord.
At least it's not Hector. So
What are you talking about?
Hey, we got to get out of here. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason.
Yeah.
We'll be back Monday. Got love for y'all. Enjoy your weekend. Deuces.
Bye, y'all. Bye, everybody.
follow me on Instagram.
Bye, you guys.
At Sherelle Patrice.